to 1A State Wrestling Championship Tournament. We're at the 135-pound weight class now, where Chad Flores, a senior from Silver Lake, is taking on Edgar Castillo, a sophomore from Wichita County, Leota.
That's an interesting situation here, John.
To say the least.
John Flores is the coach at Leota. He's coaching Castillo. Chad Flores is John's son, who wrestles for Silver Lake. I asked John earlier, I said, who do you cheer for? He said, it's hard.
I can imagine. It's like a soap opera here.
Yeah.
Flores coming in, he was a state champ in the 130-pound weight class in '96, and coming in 36-2.
If you remember that match last year, John, Flores was down like 5 points with like 10 seconds left in the match. He was able to get a takedown and a near fall that did it for him and won him his first state title.
I remember it being a real crowd pleaser. The crowd, even the people that were not from Leota, were on their feet. It was just a fantastic finish.
It was a great match.
Castillo coming in 24-8.
Flores beat Peter Koster from Hoxie last night in the semifinals, and he was one of Flores' 2 losses earlier this year. He lost to a boy from Hayden High School and then turned around and pinned him the next week. But it's not been an easy trip to the finals for either boy. This is probably one of the toughest weights in the state this year at 130 pounds.
Absolutely.
135.
Flores from Silver Lake. I believe I said Leota, but Flores, of course, from Silver Lake. Senior at Silver Lake. And Castillo is from Wichita County.
Of course, make no mistake about it, Castillo is a very strong individual. He's stronger than he looks, and he looks pretty strong to me, but he's pretty powerful.
Well, he got 2 falls to get to this point in the tournament, so he is a very good wrestler.
Well, and one of those falls was Brandon Redding, who lost to Flores last year in the state finals. So it hasn't been easy for either one of them to get here.
We have no score here in the first period, 135 weight class. As we wind down the first period, it looks like we'll stay locked at nothing.
Hey, you know it's got to be working in these boys' minds too. You know, the boy from Leota knows he's wrestling the coach's son, and of course the coach's son knows he's wrestling one of Dad's kids. So you wonder what's going through their minds out there, John. Probably a lot of wrestling moves.
We start the second period.
Castillo's trying to tripod up and work his way out of there. Of course, Flores ties that leg up. Makes it pretty tough for him to do that.
Flores in maroon in the top position, of course. Castillo in the silver and black.
Flores is trying to throw that leg to the side so he can get Castillo off balance enough maybe to pull him over to his back and get a quick 2-pointer. And of course, referee Jeff Adams is down there looking pretty close, calling a stalemate.
1:26 on the clock. Still no score. We're in the second period.
Surely we won't have a scoreless 6 minutes here, John. Can't imagine that.
Well, not with these two guys. I would be very, very surprised.
Not after what we've seen so far tonight. Flores trying to pull that arm up so he can rock him back. Of course, Castillo trying to keep that arm down there so he doesn't have enough leverage to rock him to his back. Flores got the wrist out now, and he's going to try to pull him over. This is how he won the state championship last year. He's got Castillo on his back. He's got the 3-point near fall count. Of course, Castillo may be able to come up around there and come up for a reversal if Flores is not real careful.
Flores will pick up the 3 points.
That for sure. Castillo may be able to pick up 2 out of it, so we then have a 3-2 match. But
30 seconds on the clock now in the second period. They haven't awarded the points yet. But I've got 3-0 Flores now.
Flores was third as a freshman, second as a sophomore, and then first last year as a junior. This would be his second title. This is Castillo's first trip to the finals.
And the points go on the scoreboard. It is 3-0 Flores. Just 5 seconds left in the second period.
As long as Flores got that foot down on the mat, he's okay. But pretty soon, you see the referee signaling potentially dangerous. The bottom man picks him up like that and supports his weight fully, then they call it for a potentially dangerous situation because if he could fall down and hurt somebody there. But as long as he had that foot on the mat, he's still pretty much in control of his own balance. So,
and Flores will start the third period with a 3-point lead over Castillo of Wichita County Leota. Flores coming in 36-2. Castillo coming in 24-8.
Castillo tried to drop him back down on the mat there, but Flores is almost out. He's not sure he wants to go for that Granby cradle move, but we got a stalemate call here.
1:44 on the clock now. We're in the third period. The score remains Flores 3, Castillo nothing.
John, that win by Scott Jenkins just a few minutes ago probably cinched the 16th state championship for St. Francis High School. Flores reacted extremely well there. He tried to drop him over. Castillo tried to roll through, and Flores was able to stop and come back over the top and get a reversal out of it. Excellent move.
Score goes to 5-0 now. 131 on the clock in the third period. 135-pound weight class.
Dr. Greg Ernzen earlier this afternoon, he was a state champ 2 years ago for Immaculata High School, and he's been watching Chad wrestle this year, and he said, as far as he was concerned, it was a lock. Flores was going to win it.
Silver Lake being coached by Harry Lamar, Wichita County by John Flores, as we said earlier. 1 minute on the clock in the third period. 5-0 the score now. Flores still on top.
Flores trying to get that arm out of there and take away the support so he can turn him one more time. But another stalemate
called. 45 seconds in the third period. Chad Flores will be in the bottom position. Castillo on top.
Both coaches
the other way around.
Both coaches are pretty quiet in the corner here, John. They know what's going on out there, and they're just going to watch it.
To nothing to score. 25 seconds on the clock. We're in the third period.
Because that doesn't mean it's over yet, as Flores knows very well.
That's very true. Very true. We're winding down the third period. It looks like Flores will get the win. At the 135-pound weight class, he does. The final score, 5-0. Chad Flores, a senior from Silver Lake, is a state champion once again over Edgar Castillo, the sophomore from Wichita County. Congratulations to Chad Flores. I hope we don't have any more matches where the father is a coach on the... I was getting all confused.
I don't think we have any more of those, John.
Where's Mom? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure she's here somewhere.
She's probably coaching one of the other team's cheerleading squad or something. We're ready to go to the 140-pound weight class. Before we do that, we will see the medals being given for the 130-pound weight class, I believe.
Yes. Sixth place at 130 was Ryan Owens from St. Mary's. Jason Howard from Onega was fifth. Preston Bellmeyer from Caney Valley finished fourth. Manuel Otero from Leota was third. And, of course, Jeff Dannenberg from Osborne second, and Scott Jenkins, a three-time state champion.
Congratulations to